What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Black Hollywood Live's The Trend. I'm with my girl, Courtney Stewart.
Hi, everybody.
And today we got a special guest. He's back again, Don Benjamin, actor, musician, model, and now author.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me.
And, you know, we were concerned at first, Don, because you were in your car. So we were like, hold up, brother. We can pause the interview for a little bit until you park somewhere. We know that
I'm parked. I'm good. I'm parked.
Where are you off to in these COVID streets, man?
I'm actually about to pull up to the factory. I'm working on a new merch drop, so I'm at the factory. I'm right outside.
All right. He's putting in work, y'all. Putting in the work.
Putting in work.
The merch drop. That's what I'm here for. The merch drop. That's what's
100%.
up.
Yes, sir.
So, man, obviously, you know, we are living in a crazy moment. We got COVID on the left side of us. We got racial wars on the right side of us. How are you keeping motivated and just moving forward and pushing forward with your brand and everything that you got going on?
Man, you know, I'm just trying to focus on my growth, personal, spiritual, financial, and not let the madness of the world affect me. And also, I always try to do things that are going to help me but help others. So, you know, in this time, I'm just trying to find ways to where I can, you know, help motivate people. Because if I'm sitting in the house depressed, stressed out, that's not going to help anybody else, you know. So I'm trying to show by example, lead by example, man, and just make some things happen in my life.
Well, you definitely got a lot of things happening.
Yes.
I know, facts. Doing too much. I need to
Hey, it's never too much.
Never too much. Never too much.
You got your hands in a lot of things. They all fall when they need to fall. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's
sure.
true. You're talking about motivating people and growing and all of that. That seems to be the theme of the new book you got going on. So
yes,
tell us a little bit about sort of the genesis of how that came about and what made you decide to write this book.
Well, I always wanted to write a book. I just never really knew how. And my father passed away 3 years ago. It'll be 3 years next month. And when he passed away, I kind of went through like a whole like spiritual awakening and like looking at life different. And I still was kind of like maneuvering how I always maneuvered, but like inside something felt different. And then this year I had a breakup. And it kind of just, I was supposed to be getting married this year, and I had a breakup, and I kind of just hit rock bottom, like in my mind. And I was like, why am I still doing all the same things in my life that I wanted to change, and still moving with the same crowd of people that I know they're not really helping the growth that I need to be seeking. And so I kind of just, well, one, I was forced to sit down with COVID, you know, but then with the situation at hand, I was forced to sit down, and I started talking to my life coach and my pastor. And I was like, look, I want to like really grow up and do things differently. And so I read like 23 books. I switched up a lot of people that I was talking to. I cut communication with a lot of people, and I really put the work in, and I wrote out things that I kind of thought I needed to change my life. And I told a story about my past and struggles, and I wanted to be vulnerable with not only my followers, but people that may stumble across my platform. And so I was like, let me kind of just pour my heart out into this book and kind of be a voice for any men that are looking for that guidance, or any women that are looking to kind of get a little in-depth look into a man's mind really quick. I kind of wanted to lay it all out on the line. And so the book just fell right into my lap, all the words.
What was kind of your motivation and inspiration to want to tell your story and guide people in relationships? I mean, I know you just mentioned you had a recent breakup, which 2020 seems to be like a year that we need to all start over, because it's just really sucked so far. You know, in so many ways. Thumbs down to 2020.
Thumbs down to 2020.
But we got to survive it the best way we can. But what was like that moment where you like, I really feel like I want to tell everybody my story and help other relationships? Because I know the book is heavily on that.
Yeah, I think, man, just looking in the mirror and being like, I'm going to pinpoint all the things that I really don't like about myself, and that I know haven't been the right moves in my life, but I would continue to make them. I wanted to pinpoint everything about my life and just switch it all up. Like I talked to my pastor for like 2 hours. I was like, yo, I'm submitting my life to God. Like I'm cutting a lot of this stuff out. Like I don't care no more about what my friends have to say or what they think or what they want me to do with them. Like I'm just starting, like I kind of wanted to just start fresh with everything, right? So with the book, it was like, yeah, it talks heavily about relationships, but it also talks just about like breaking generational curses in general in life. You know, like a lot of people may deal with addiction or depression or anxiety or financial hardships. Like nobody knows how to like really make money, you know, like they're like, well, this is all I know because my parents never had it. And so it's just about like breaking these generational curses that we're stuck with, that we don't realize we have, and that we have to, that we can literally go into our subconscious mind and change all these things and come out however we want it. So for me, it was pinpointing everything that I don't like about myself and reprogramming everything.
Having grown up sort of in like a faith-based family, like a lot of us are taught, you know, we go to church and, you know, we have pastors in our lives, but, you know, we often, you know, veer to different directions, but somehow that learning is still in us. And eventually in some ways we circle back in a different way. How, now that you sort of had a path and recognize that you want to shift some things, how has that informed how you practice faith as an adult now?
Now, I think for me, I've been reading the Bible, I've been talking to my pastor, but I've also been reading stuff more on just the mind in general. And so, you know, because some people may not believe in God, or they may be like, oh, well, I don't believe in God, but I believe in the universe, or whatever. So I've just been trying to open my mind more onto gaining control of my mind, right? So it's just about discipline. A lot of times we don't want to be disciplined. I would find like me and my boys would go to the club on Saturday night, you know, stay out till 3 a.m. And as long as we get up to go to church on Sunday, like I feel like I'm good. You know, I would clown with my boys. I'd be like, yo, we go get bent, then we go repent. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I hear that.
You know, and like, I don't know, like I just woke up and I was like, yo, like I have to like be all in. I can't be half in, half out. I'm not going to reap the full benefits that I could be reaping if I'm half in and half out. And it's not like I was doing the most, like it's just things that I know that weren't sitting right on me. So with me, like I just decided like you have to be all in, and it goes with every aspect of life. Like and you know, a lot of times it could be influence, or it's us battling ourselves, or we're comfortable doing certain things and we don't want to break out of our comfort zone. So for me, like I wanted to put myself in a bunch of new uncomfortable situations that's going to benefit the future of my life, you know, like, so that's kind of where I'm at right now, is just, like I said, cutting ties with people that aren't healthy for me, or if it is people in my inner circle, letting them know like this is how my life is right now. If you're going to be in my life, just know I'm not going to be around certain situations that are going to be unhealthy for me. I'm reading every day. Like I set aside a few hours of my day to read now, like just doing a whole lot of new things that are going to better my future.
And then, you know, I think with COVID and just everything that's going on, and a lot of us have had a lot of time to sit at home with ourselves and realize the things about ourselves that we never knew before. While you were writing this book, is there something that you found out about yourself that you're like, wow, like I didn't even realize that I was that guy, or positive or negative?
For sure. I mean, a lot of things as I was writing it out and reading and talking to my mentors, I'm like, damn, I was doing a lot of stuff like based off of things that I had seen around me, you know, like a lot of the things I was doing, I wasn't really even that happy with, but I was doing it. I was just stuck in like this circulation. So I found out a lot of new stuff about myself while writing this book. I didn't even know I could write a book, for one. And then once I actually, like, I wrote the entire book and I sent it to the editors, like, I thought I was like, man, they're going to send back so many notes and they're going to need to fix them. Like they were like, yo, we don't have a lot of notes. So we need, like, you actually did really good on putting paragraphs together, like complete sentences. Like, so, you know, it was an amazing feeling for me to accomplish this, bro. It was like such a big accomplishment. I never knew I could write a book, and to write a good book that's connecting so well with people is like I tell people, it's not even me, bro. Like God put these words in my heart. Like that's all it really is. There's no other explanation for it.
I feel that.
Sure.
Now we obviously know that we saw you first come on the scene, you know, with America's Next Top Model, and your career has just blown up since then. I mean, not only have you done some of the biggest campaigns, what from Guest to True Religion, you know, and the list goes on and on and on and on. You also have been able to kind of take that and transition into music, into different platforms. How do you think that you've grown since being on America's Next Top Model as a person overall?
Yeah, it's funny because the music was my first passion. Like I wanted to be a rapper so bad when I was younger. and then going on Top Model and being able to do that. I think the main thing for me since going on Top Model and into now is just the growth as a man. And you know, when being a younger kid, like I was so hungry for attention. Like I wanted attention. I was seeking approval, which I speak about in my book, which later I found out came, I think, from my father not really being in my life. So I was like hungry for that attention. And so I was searching through it, through fame, through approval, through my talents. And since Top Model and reaching fame and getting the fame, it helped me realize what was really important to me, you know, which is like family and friends and just doing what I love. And if I don't like the music industry, the acting industry, it's all so political. It's so, it gets really crazy and you find yourself doing things that you don't really love, but you need that dollar or you're chasing the dollar or the attention. And so now as I've been growing, I'm finding myself being able to do things that I just love. And I can do passion projects. And if I don't like it, I'm not going to be involved with it, no matter what the dollar sign is, you know? So that's crazy to me, like thinking that I'd turn down projects where it's like, yo, that's a good amount of money, but if I don't align with it, I can't do it.
I feel that. That also means that you got some checks, brother, that you like, you know what, I'll be selective with what other checks I bring into this to my space. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly.
For sure. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on just in the fashion industry? I mean, obviously all the industries are taking a look at themselves in terms of everything that's going on with Black Lives Matter and even the Me Too movement as well. What are your thoughts on sort of some of the moves that the fashion industry is kind of making a little bit to sort of open up the diversity conversation and how, you know, if there's any role you would like to play in that moving forward?
I mean, I'm always trying to push the bar to open more doors for you know, Black models, Black actors. Like I was one of the first Black models to model for Guess, so I kind of opened up that door. After me, they brought in a few more. So I think it sucks that it's like this is something we got to think about, but I feel like now that the conversations are being had and people had to go out and protest and fight, now these companies I think are going to have to start opening up more doors and allowing more people, more Black people to work. Like they have to, they owe us, man. It needs to be all Black people doing everything. So
hey, I'm here for that. I'm here for that.
If I can open any doors, even though, you know, I'm a little lighter complected, I'm still trying to bust the doors open. You know,
hey, we in all shades. We in all shades.
All shades.
You know, like if it has to start with my shade and loosen it up so get it a little darker, then I'm all for it. But I'm all about kicking them doors open, man, because I still fight for it as well. You know, I still go into rooms and I'm like, man, I know damn well this is supposed to be for me. And I'll see like a white kid get it. Or I'll see like beautiful Black women that should be getting opportunities. And then it goes to the same blonde girl. And I'm like, yo. So I think more and more of these companies are starting to open their eyes and realize that they're not going to get away with it, you know, and they're going to start having to make more opportunities. So I think we're in a powerful time right now, and social media is kind of leading the way to it all.
Yeah, and your girl Tyra Banks has been in the news a lot lately. As we know, she's the new host on Dancing with the Stars. And also, Jay Manuel has recently written a book about their relationship. First of all, how do you feel about Tyra being the host on Dancing with the Stars?
I mean, I love Tyra. I think she's a dope host. Like her personality is crazy. I think they said she's the first black woman to host it, right? Am I right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So she opened another door right there.
Yeah.
So I think it's amazing that Tyra's doing that. I'm excited to see how it pans out. I might have to try to go on there really quick. Tell her to let me
Hey, that's
on.
a good
Yeah, are
look.
you gonna dance? Would you dance for Dancing with the Stars?
I'd dance. I would.
Okay.
I would.
Put it out there.
That's right. Hey, Dancing with the Stars, you know, once they're already a celebrity and obviously gone there, it transforms their career beyond after they appear on that show. You could be on for the first week and you still are getting mad love.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Well, what is something that you learned from Tyra? I mean, you know, she is known as being a great businesswoman, obviously one of the most amazing supermodels that we've ever had. And, you know, with that comes good and bad things that have been reported about her.
Right.
So with your experience with her, what was your experience like with her, basically?
I think you just gotta do you. Like, if you want to do it, you can do it. Like Tyra, there's not one thing that she doesn't do. She models, acts. She was a best-selling author. She business owner, producer. So I try to set the same mode where it's like I want to do all these things, and seeing Tyra do it, coming from the fashion world and now owning all these businesses, it sets a tone for me to know that it's possible, and to just keep striving. But you know, it's like as a model, you're always going to get heat, you know, like it is what it is. But I think what I learned is she kind of just brushes it to the side. She doesn't never really let it affect her too much. Like, she keeps pushing. She'll just show up with a new business. It's like, all right, y'all want to talk some trash? I'm going to go show up and host a new show or create a new show. So I think that's dope. But, you know, it's tough because no matter what you do, when you're in the spotlight, you're going to get people coming at you. Like, not everybody's always going to love you, right? So I think that's what I've learned watching Tyra. And then as I maneuver is you're always going to have people saying certain things about you, and you have to just kind of learn to stay focused on the bigger picture, and it'll fade away.
That's true. I believe that. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, listen, bad press is good press.
Yep, true.
Flip it into another check.
Yep. Take any opportunity, get a check out of it.
Yep.
For sure.
Oh, Courtney, I thought you were about to talk. Sorry.
I was like breathing. Go ahead.
And, you know, you kind of going back to, you got your hands in so many different things. I mean, obviously, music, any new music coming out as well?
Yeah, I'm working on some new music as well. Yep. Trying to align the messaging, just with where I'm at in my life. I like to look at my music as like therapy in itself as well. So, I'm just kind of going with the flow as far as the direction. But yeah, I definitely have some new music that I'm putting out. Hopefully within the next month or two. I got some visuals that I'm gonna be releasing.
And how different will it be from what you've put out before?
Not too different. I mean, most of my music isn't too crazy. I had records where I was talking about clubbing and partying. I'm not in that space no more, so it's probably gonna be more relationship based. I got like some records just talking about like the times that we're in, stuff that I face. I mean, I've dealt with police brutality myself. So just right now, people need content that they can relate to and grow with. So my music is going to be something that people can relate to and grow with, rather than, I mean, of course, I got some music that'll be fun. You know, you don't want to be too depressed or thinking about like too much stress, but for the most part, I want to do stuff that people can relate to and be like, and look at their own life and be like, okay, this relates to my life.
Yeah. And if you could collaborate with somebody right now who's out there, who would you want to collaborate with?
I'd love to work with J. Cole right now.
That's a good one.
And he knows how to merge politics with rap music and good music.
Really
He has a finesse with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love J. Cole.
He's awesome. All right. Well, clearly, I mean, you've written a book, you're a model, you're acting, like you can do all of it. You're doing it all very well. If you were designing what your life and where you'll be in 10 years, what would you be doing? What's on the bucket list? What are you tackling?
My 10-year plan, I definitely want to produce a few films and have my clothing line up and running to where I'm kind of like just sitting back, you know, playing the strings and letting my businesses run themselves. Maybe have a few real estate properties so I can just kind of sit back, have I want to have kids soon. So, you know, I want to have
soon.
I want to have some
Ready
kids
to have
soon.
babies.
So I want to have my business like super flow into the next level. Like the production and fashion line are my two major things for the next steps.
Well, I am sure that you will not have a problem with anyone wanting to produce those children for you.
Not a single one.
How many kids do you want to have?
I want a boy and a girl. Yeah, I want a boy and a girl.
Okay.
You can even
maybe have twins out the gate and get it over with right away.
I hear that.
It's always funny when guys say that, like, yeah, let's have twins, let's get it over
like
with.
It's just an easy task. Like it's an easy task or something.
Like, just carry two humans inside.
No big deal. No big deal.
Yeah, it's easy. I mean,
women are like, no.
With science right now, that is possible, though. You know, with science, it's possible. You know,
that doesn't mean it's a great experience to have.
True.
Right.
I don't have to carry them. I'm with you.
I don't got to carry them. So.
You mentioned producing projects and doing more work in TV. You have an upcoming film project, right?
Yeah, I actually have a film that I produced, co-created, I'm starring in. So kind of just waiting on COVID, like the green light from our investors to actually get it going. But yep, I do have that. I'm super excited about it. It's my first film that I actually produced and I'm starring in.
And what's it about? Can you give us a little something?
It's based a little bit like loosely off of my grind to get where I am in life, but it kind of picks fun at it, and then I added like a coming to America dynamic, but the female. So I end up getting this princess of India pregnant, and she thinks I'm this big poppin' model, but I live in a 1-bedroom with 4 of my boys, and I'm struggling, and so it has that whole dynamic to it. But it's a comedy, so it'll be funny.
And there still keeps going back to this theme of children. You talking about like pregnant?
I'm manifesting it.
Manifesting. I feel like the next time I talk to you, you're gonna be like, "Yo, Derrial, like I got like twins coming. I got a whole family dynamic going on."
Come on, man. Let me manifest my twins.
Manifest the twins with a house and not with your homies.
Right. No friends.
No friends.
No.
And then now with your merchandise, where can fans find you and all the things that you're doing? And I know you got a lot of cool stuff that you got coming out with the merchandise. Where can they find that and buy it and do all that stuff?
Everything is on my website. It's donbenjamin.com. All my links, clothes, books, everything is on my website, nice and easy. So it's donbenjamin.com.
And that's if somebody wants to hit you up just to even just find out what your film projects and all that stuff, it's all the same.
Yep, everything is there. Yep.
Okay. And then
yes, sir.
When COVID is over, because we've been, in this crazy state for several months, what's one of the first things that you want to do that you realize you missed while we've been in COVID?
Man, I got to take a trip. I got to go to an island. I was doing a lot of traveling last year, and I was like, man, I've been traveling too much. I need to be at home. And now I've been home, and I'm like, yo, I got to travel. So as soon as it opens up, I have to go somewhere. I want to go to the Maldives. I want to go to the Maldives.
Yeah.
So
that's a good one.
So hopefully I can go there soon.
I feel that. We're going to manifest that because we all need a trip.
We all want to do it.
What about y'all? Are y'all trying to take a trip? When y'all can get out, what's the first thing y'all want to do?
I would say, well, Courtney, you go first. Ladies first.
I definitely want to take a trip. I want to get on a plane and leave the country. Ideally, I would actually want to go back to Portugal right now. Just because.
That'd be nice.
There's a lot of, some wine in Portugal. That's where I want to go.
That'd be nice.
Oh, I'm sure you just going there for the wine, Courtney. All right,
That's
stop.
all I'm going there for.
Quit playing.
I don't want no twins, okay?
No twins, just wine, more wine.
I know what you're going there for. And wine is included.
I've never been to Portugal. That's one place I always wanted to go.
Oh, it was beautiful. Definitely a go. Definitely go.
I'm gonna have to go there.
Yeah, I mean, for me, last year at this time, August, I'm a Leo, so August is my birthday month. And I
Okay.
was in Greece last year for my birthday, Greece and parts of Italy. And
Oh,
so,
nice.
but I feel like I didn't really get to explore all of the islands of Greece like I wanted to. I mainly was in Mykonos. So what I like to do is take a trip and like get on the boat and just go to the individual islands that aren't as popular as the Mykonos party town, you know?
Right.
And spend some time there. So I just got a little thing from Priceline and they were like 50% off if you go to the Greece. And I was like, I can't because of our damn political president.
They won't take our passport.
California, I can't go nowhere.
Dang, like, yo, hold that for me for a little bit.
Yeah, really.
Well, John, man, it's been a pleasure, man. You know, I'm excited to see all the new projects you got coming out. I love how you have taken, you know, what you learned from the beginning and kind of kept your level head and just, you know, want to expand on where you're at. So I'm looking forward to seeing where your career goes, man, because you got a lot of talent and, you know, you always got support from us at the Trend.
Man, thank you. It's always good talking to you guys, too.
Appreciate you.
Once this is all over and we're back in the studio, we'll have you come back and tell us about the things that you'll be expecting and all that kind of fun stuff.
Facts. I'll pull up for sure.
We'll have a movie by then.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the movie, my twins, all that.
Courtney, where can fans find you on social media?
You guys can find me always at Stewart Starlet on Instagram and Twitter.
You can find me at Derrial Christon across the board. Tomorrow, I've been doing some co-hosting for Entertainment Tonight, so you can check my social media because tomorrow morning I'll be doing another segment for their live show. So we'll be talking about some hot topics this week, so catch me there and, you know, catch me just all over the internets.
Yes. Oh, and make sure to follow us at @WeAre_the_trend on Instagram, and you'll get all the clips and the fun behind the scenes of what's been going on over here.
That's right. So, Don, we'll see you soon.
I'll see y'all soon.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Stay safe and healthy, brother.
All right, man. You too.
Peace.